Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's makeup tutorial is on this look right here. It's definitely something different than I normally do. I did a lot of metallic, a lot of like darker fall tones. I wanted this to be inspired like a mossy, kind of a foresty look with a slight glow to it. So it's almost that transition between fall and winter. So if you want to see how to get this look, keep on watching. So starting off, I'm priming my eyes with my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot, and this is just going to conceal all of the veins on my eyelids and help all of our eyeshadows stick. Moving on to my Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette, I'm taking the shade Bone, and this is a very slight cream shade, and this is just going to set our base so everything blends out evenly since we are working with green. Then moving to Suede in a big fluffy brush, this is just going to add a little bit of definition to our crease and act as a guide and a blending tool for our green because it's got a slight taupe color to it. So I'm going in, I believe this is Moss from the same palette, and I'm slowly going to start building this in my outer corner and until I get it where I want it. So with doing that, sorry, had a yawn. With doing this whole process, I'm going back and forth between both brushes with a little bit of the Suede on that fluffy brush just to blend everything out. And the reason why I'm using that one is because it's a lighter tone, so it's going to help everything really diffuse rather than making it a hot mess. Then going into my shadow in Midnight from Colourpop, I'm going to pack this on my eyelid. I'm going to use this on the first 3/4 of my eyelid, and this is a damp brush as well, so this is going to really make it metallic and help everything blend really well. Going into my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going into this deep green, and I'm going to slowly start to build this in my outer V, just inside of where we smoked out the other green we were using, and I'm going to slowly build back and forth between this and the other green we had. So I'm doing the same process as before, just on a smaller scale and with the two greens. And slow and steady wins this race. If you try to do too much at once, you end up with a hot mess all over your face. So a little bit at a time, and that's how you're going to get your really soft and smoked out look. Then I'm going to go ahead and line my tight line and my waterline with my Milani Kohl eyeliner, and this is just going to help make our lashes look fuller and everything look more dramatic and deep. For our wings today, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Liner for just a very strong, very clean edge to everything. I do love this eyeliner. I don't recommend it for somebody who has oily skin because it is not waterproof. It's not very durable, but it does last all day. As long as I'm not crying or sweating my butt off, I don't have to worry about it. Moving on to my face, I'm going to go in with my Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, and this is just going to prime our skin underneath our foundation and give us a clean slate to work from. And for foundation today, I'm using my MAC Face and Body Foundation in N1. It is the lightest shade in this range, and it is actually a waterproof foundation. I like it because it gives me a nice dewy finish without my foundation moving. I love it. It's very light coverage, so it just helps make our skin look natural, but just better. Then going in with my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, I'm highlighting and concealing underneath my eyes, my nose, and my chin, just to brighten everything up and add some more definition and dimension to our face. Then to set all of that, I'm using my Ben Nye Colorless Luxury Powder, and I'm just going to pack this on with a Real Techniques sponge to where we have all of this stay in place and not move throughout the day. Then moving on to setting our face, I'm using my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder and on a big fluffy brush. The reason why I'm doing this is just to help everything blend together seamlessly. I want my skin to be matte because we have a lot of other glossiness going on, so it's just going to look very fresh and very natural. Then going into my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and this is the Milk Chocolate shade. I'm just going to bronze up my skin, and excuse me, I'm yawning like crazy. Anyways, I'm just going to use this to kind of chisel out my cheekbones a little bit because I'm not going to be contouring my face. This is just going to add a little bit of warmth to my skin. Then going into my Lorac California palette, I'm taking the two actually supposed to be highlighter shades, but one of them is way too dark for me, and one of them I'm mixing with that to add more of a like golden glow to my skin. I'm mixing the two together, and I'm using this almost as a bronzer slash highlighter. So I'm putting it in that whole area, and then I'm going over top with this Milani highlighter, and this is just going to really make everything pop. The reason why I did this is because I didn't necessarily want there to be like contour, blush, highlighter. I wanted it to look very sun-kissed and very natural and just very intense, so that's kind of why I went with this look. Then going back into our dark green eyeshadow on a small little smudging brush, I'm going to smudge out my eyeliner on my lower lash line till I get it nice and diffused, and then I'm going in with a slightly bigger brush and the Moss shadow from our Kat Von D palette, and I'm going to buff that out even further to where everything is nice and diffused. And I'm just going to go back and forth between the two until I have it built up how I want it. Then for my inner corner and like tear duct area, I'm going back into that green color. I know I don't typically put it in my tear duct, but I want to keep this super dark and grungy. That's why I'm putting the dark all the way in there. Then I'm going to go over top of that with a golden brighter shadow, and this is going to be from our Colourpop palette, and it is kind of the same color as our highlighter, just a little bit more metallic. So I'm going to go right over top of that green so we still get that hue from underneath it and everything is seamless. Then I'm going into my metallic liquid lipstick from Lick. I actually got out of frame for that whole process, so I will just put the liquid lipstick in the description box for you guys. But this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, as well as comment down below what else you guys want to see on my channel. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media. I have Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Snapchat. All the names and links, as well as a full list of the products, is in the description box for you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!